Hello, very good morning, all of you. I wish you stay happy and stay healthy. Welcome to SPS online classes. Today I will discuss the subject is science we see from class 8. First exercise. Our topic is that what are the importance of leguminous plants? Yeah, questions may be there. Questions may be write a short note on leguminous plant, leguminous crops. And second thing is that similar questions may be how leguminous plants or crops is important for the soil. That means how the leguminous plant is important for the soil. So basically answer is that as we know that pulses, suppose the example of leguminous plants, the examples of leguminous plants are pulses, peas, beans, groundnut, chana, and all these are the examples of leguminous plant. As we know that again, in the root nodes of the leguminous plants, leguminous plants have natural fixing bacteria. That means as we know that the leguminous plants root in that a bacteria is present there. That means a bacteria is present there whose name is, the bacteria is called rhizodium. Rhizodium is a bacteria which is present in the roots of the leguminous plant. And they have ability to put the nitrogen compound from the air. They have the ability to mix or put the nitrogen compound from the air to the soil. That means which can directly fix or convert nitrogen gas present in air to form a nitrogen compound. That means they can able to convert the nitrogen gas as a compound from the air, and this nitrogen compound go into the soil. That means, and second thing is that this nitrogen compound go into the soil and improve soil fertility. That means soil fertility. As we know that the nitrogen compound is very important to the crops, because in the production of nitrogen compounds, soil has better fertility and crops has better production. That means crops has better growth. In that case, on the basis of this statement, we can say that the leguminous plant is very important to the soil. That means the plants, that kinds of crops or plants tries to maintain the fertility of the soil. That means they are trying to fix the nitrogen compound to the soil. So on the basis of this statement, we can say that leguminous plant is very important to the soil for its fertility. Second one is that crop rotation. Questions will be that define crop rotation. Crop rotation, or what is crop rotation? What is crop rotation? What is crop rotation? Second one is that crop rotation. Crop rotation is an important part of the agriculture. That means production of plants. The first questions will be arise that define crop rotation, or maybe what is crop rotation? How can we define, or how can we write the answer of these questions? Look at here. So second one is that what is crop rotation or define crop rotation? As we know that if we regularly growing similar kinds of crops in a field, in a soil, that means if the soil loses slowly the fertility power. That means if a similar kind of crops can be grown in a same field, that means if the soil is losing the fertility, but the fertility of soil can be improved by the crop rotation. Second thing is that is the question clear? We have some other options. We have some other options. Option is that crop rotation. The fertility of soil can be improved by crop rotation. Can be improved by crop rotation. Crop rotation. That means crop rotation का शुरू क्या करते हैं कि soil की जो fertility है, that means fertility of soil can be improved or can be maintained for the other kinds of crops. This can be defined as the crop rotation can be defined as the crop rotation may be defined as the practice in which different types of crops the practice in which different types of crops, leguminous crops or non-leguminous crops are grown alternately in a same field that is called crop rotation. That is called crop rotation. So crop rotation once more time. Crop rotation may be defined as crop rotation is a practice in which different kinds of crops are grown. Different kind of crops, that means leguminous crops or non-leguminous crops are grown in a same field alternately. This is called crop rotation. So crop rotation is necessary for the improvement of crops, improvement of soil fertility. Crop rotation is very necessary for the improvement of soil fertility because crop rotation, due to crop rotation, the necessary nutrients can be put into the soil. Through the different crop production. So we can write this statement. We can write the statement if the question is what is crop rotation or define crop rotation. Crop rotation is a process, is a method, is a practice of agriculture. That means in which different kinds of crops, can be grown. Different kinds of crops, that means leguminous or non-leguminous crops can be grown alternately in a same field or in a same soil. It's called crop rotation. Next point is that कि write the advantages of crop rotation. That means कि crop rotation के थ्रू हमें क्या क्या benefits होगा in agriculture. That means अगर हम लोग crop rotation को use करते हैं, that means कि अगर हम different kinds of crops, that means if we different kinds of crops grown in a same field. If we growing different kinds of crops in a same field or same soil, that means कि after what kinds of advantages we can see that the first of all cultivation of crops has the following advantages. The question may be that what are the advantages of crop rotation? That means or question may be that write the advantages of crop rotation. What are the basic benefits of crop rotation? What are the basic benefits of crop rotation for the soil? The question may be like that. The first point is that crop rotation, as per the definition, as we know that crop rotation improves the soil fertility. As per the definition, as we know that crop rotations improve the soil fertility or fertility of the soil, same thing. Fertility of the soil and soil fertility is the same thing. So due to crop rotation, we can improve the soil fertility. Second point is that crop rotation of crops saves a lot of nitrogen fertilizer. That means suppose that if soil is unfertile, that means they are slowly losing the fertility. That means losing the fertility. So we will try to improve the fertility with the help of some chemical fertilizer. That means the fertilizer which have nitrogen compound. That means we can use all the fertilizer for improving the fertility of the soil. That means due to crop rotation, through the crop rotation we can control, we can save the we can control or save the nitrogen fertilizer. We can control or save the nitrogen fertilizer because the lack of nitrogen compound in the soil that is fulfilled by the crop rotation. So after that we can save it saves the load of nitrogen compounds, nitrogenous fertilizer. Third point is that the crop rotation help in weeds control and and pest control. Weed control, weed control and pest control. Weed, that means unwanted plant. As we know that normally different crops needs different kinds of fertilizer, that means nutrients. So with this, different kinds of unwanted plants growing with the crops. So if we similar kinds of crops can grow in a similar way, that means कि weeds से क्या होता है कि unwanted plants और weeds जो होता है they can grow with the similar kinds of crops. So if you will use the crop rotation, that means if we are growing different kinds of plants, that means leguminous or non-leguminous, in that case we will minimize the pest or unwanted plants, that means weeds. These are the basic advantages of crop rotation. And some of all these are the basic point of crop rotation or advantages. And next point is that some other important is that there is regular flow of income. There is regular flow of income over the year. That means if we will use the method, that means crop rotation method. That means we can earn the money. Suppose that you can grow maize, rices, wheats, pulses over the year. So we can earn some money. That means it can be source of income. That can be source of income. This point is the there is regular flow of income over the year. Third one is that proper choice of crops. Rotation helps to prevent the soil erosion. That means soil erosion. Soil erosion is a process in which the upper layer of soil can be displaced by the external factor. अगर हम लोग crop rotation को use करते हैं, that means crop rotation theory को अगर use करते हैं, that means इस method को use करते हैं, मतलब if we growing different kinds of plants over the year, alternately we can prevent the soil erosion. We can prevent the soil erosion. Soil erosion, that means soil erosion is a process in which the upper layer of soil can be displaced by the external factor. As we know that the upper layer of soil is fertile. That means upper layer of soil remove हो जाए, that means कि वो soil क्या हो जाएगा, फिर वो land क्या हो जाएगा, unfertile हो जाएगा. So that means crop rotation tries to minimize the erosion of soil. या फिर the crop rotation saves the erosion of soil from the external factor. That means excess flow of water, excess flow of air, and some other activities. So basically, crop rotation is trying to control the soil erosion. What is soil erosion? Soil erosion is the process in which the upper layer of soil can be displaced by the external factor. External factor is that excess flow of air, excess flow of water, and other human activities or natural activities के through. So that is the soil erosion. So if upper layer of soil can be displaced, that means उस soil का unfertilized हो जाएगा. As per the definition, कि upper layer of soil is called land. So upper layer of land is called soil. That means कि upper layer of ही क्या होता है, fertile होता है. अगर वो upper layer displaced हो जाएगा, that means कि जो lower layer of the soil है, it is not fertilizer. It is not fertilizer. It is not fertile. तो जब वो fertile नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा? Production of the crops is less हो जाएगा. That means poor हो जाएगा, decrease कर जाएगा. So that is the important thing that crop rotation aids diversity to the farm. Diversity, that means option, varieties. So these are the basic advantages of crop rotation. That means that are the important. That are the beneficial points we can write when the question is that what are the advantages of crop rotation? या फिर why crop rotation is important for the soil? Why crop rotation is important for the soil? Two questions and these are the answers. या फिर these are the important points. You can write the answer if the question is that. What are the advantages of crop rotation and write the advantages of crop rotation. You can write all the points. As we know that, if our next point is the irrigation. The question may be define irrigation or what is irrigation. Question may be that define irrigation. Irrigation or what is irrigation? What is irrigation? The question irrigation that means supply of water for the crops. Supply of water for the crops in the field. Supply of water for the crops in the field. As we know that without water, that means crops cannot grow. मतलब कि without water crops क्या? That means all the living things cannot live. All the living things, as a human, as the animals, as the plants, as the insects, all the living things needs water. Water is the important element in this universe. That means water is the important compound or important elements to the world of that is compound in the universe. That means in the world, in the world, water is the important compound. Similarly, water is very necessary for the production of crops. Without water cannot grow. They cannot grow. So we can write the answer of this point. That means we will define what is irrigation and what are the methods of irrigation. Irrigation simply that means सिंचाई. In Hindi, सिंचाई that means supply of water through a channel for the crops. Supply of water through the channel. Channel that means nala. That means supply of water through the channel for the crops. It's called kya? Irrigation. Irrigation that means supply of water. Sinchai, supply of water. The second point is that irrigation. To define irrigation, or question is that what is irrigation? As we know that water is the fundamental compound. Water is the fundamental compound for the all living things, as a plant, as an animals, as a human beings, and all those living things. That means water is a fundamental compound. So water that is necessary for their growth. Water as a necessary nutrients for the living things. Water as a necessary nutrients. For example, carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, all are the nutrients that is important for us. Similarly, water is very important for us for the different life cycle. So similarly, all the crops or plants need water for their growth. As you know that, we have some idea that is why water is important for their growth. And second thing is that the process of supply water. How can we define that? How can we find the answer? Simply, in the process of supply water to crops or plants in the field is called irrigation. So supply of water. Simply, we can say that in the process of supply of water for the crops. Simply, we can write the answer in the process of supply water. The process of supply water for the crops. The process of supply water for the crops is called irrigation. Simply, we can write that. Or we can write simply in the process of supply water to the crops or plant in the field. Obviously, crops or plant कहाँ पे grow करेगा? Field में. That means खेत में. So that is the field. Mention करते हैं field. It's called irrigation. Or this can be written also like that. In the process of supply water through the canal or pipe. तो मीडियम पानी जब पास करेंगे, सपोज करो it is placed करेंगे one place to another place. तो मीडियम कुछ भी हो सकता है ना, through the canal, through the pipe, and through the other things. So similarly, the process of supply water through the canal or pipes, to the crops or plants in the field is called irrigation. So simply you can write the answer. You can choose the definition. This one also is correct and this one is also is correct, and that is the necessary point. So why water is important? Water is important for the growth of the plants. Water is important for the growth of the plants. So all the crops needs water for their growth. Water is important for growth, and irrigation can be defined as. You can simply write that. Irrigation is the process of supply of water. You can simply write that Irrigation is a process, the process, the process, the process, or the process of supply water, supply water, water for the plants, for the plants or crops, for the plants or crops. Crops is called irrigation. इरिगेशन ऑब्वियसली कुछ वर्ड्स को हमने हाइड कर दिया, जैसे फील्ड मेंशन नहीं किया, तो ऑब्वियसली प्लांट जो ग्रो करेगा एज अ फील्ड में ही ग्रो करेगा ना, एज अ रिवर या एज अ डेजर्ट में तो नहीं करेगा, या एज अ आइस, दैट मींस आइस एरियाज में तो नहीं करेगा, दैट मींस यहां पे कंप्लीटली वर्ड किए कहां पे करेगा एज अ फील्ड, तो फील्ड को हमने मेंशन नहीं किया, तो द प्रोसेस ऑफ सप्लाई वाटर फॉर द प्लांट्स और क्रॉप्स इज कॉल्ड इरिगेशन. सिंपली वी कैन राइट द आंसर. Irrigation, that is the important part of the agriculture. First of all, we can say that is the very important part of the agriculture. That is the initial process. That means before plugging, we can supply the water to the field. Why? Loosening of soil. नहीं, सप्लाई ऑफ वाटर का सुन क्या कर सकते हैं हम लोग, सॉइल को लूज कर सकते हैं. सॉइल को लूज करेंगे तो क्या होगा कि वाटर पार्टिकल्स एब्जॉर्ब होगा. वाटर पार्टिकल्स इज एब्जॉर्ब बाय द सॉइल एंड वाटर पार्टिकल्स absorbed by the soil, or that is a moisturized soil. That means they contain some amount of water particles that is necessary for the germination of seeds. नहीं, अगर soil में moisture नहीं रहेगा, that means अगर soil में moisture content नहीं रहेगा, soil में नमी नहीं रहेगी, तो फिर germination of seeds not possible. क्योंकि हम लोग जानते हैं कि dry soil में seeds का जो germination होता है वो possible नहीं होता है, वो हमेशा होता है moisturized soil में. That means the soil has little bit amount of water. तो moisturized soil में क्या होगा, germination process easy होगा, और dry soil में germination process easy नहीं होगा. तो that is the important thing. That's why we are irrigating the crops or fields. So we can write the second point is that the advantages of irrigation. We can write the second point. We write the advantages of irrigation. These are the basic points. That's why irrigation is important. These are the basic points. That's why the irrigation is important. The first point is that the importance of the irrigation for the crops. Why irrigation is important? The first point is that in irrigation, before plugging, the field makes the soil soft. That means before plugging से पहले जब हम हल जोतने से पहले जब supply of water मतलब irrigate करेंगे खेतों को, तो क्या करेंगे? Loosening of soil. Soil को loose करेगा. First point is that. That's why important. Second point is that irrigation is necessary to provide moisture. Irrigation is necessary to provide moisture for germination of seed. Germination of seed. That means छोटे सीड्स को हम जब प्लांट करेंगे एज अ सॉइल में, जब सीड्स को हम प्लांट करेंगे सॉइल में, इसको मॉइस्चर चाहिए. दैट मींस नमी चाहिए. इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ वाटर पार्टिकल्स एंड लिटिल अमाउंट ऑफ हीट एंड एयर they can germinate. That means germination process is going on in the presence of all these quantities, all these substances. So for the germination, for the seeds germination, irrigation is necessary. Why? In that case, the soil contains moisture, but moisture is important for the germination of soil. Moisture is important for the germination of seeds. Moisture is important for the germination of seeds. Third point is that as we know that the seeds do not grow. Seeds do not grow in the dry soil. As we know that the seeds do not grow in the dry soil. Another point is that irrigation is necessary to maintain the moisture of the soil for the healthy crops. That means अच्छे crops के लिए, that means एक बेहतर फसल के लिए irrigation बहुत जरूरी है. वो जरूरी क्यों? कि through the irrigation we will try to maintain the percent of moisture in the soil. Through the irrigation we will try to maintain the percent of moisture in the soil, or that is the important thing. In the moisture of soil, that means production of healthy crops. Moisture of soil, that means production of healthy crops. Next, 2 point is that irrigation absorption of nutrients element by the plants from the soil. As we know that the different types of nutrients are present in the soil. They are in the, suppose that they are in the solid form. That means they are not in liquid form. In the presence of water, that means in the presence of water, all the nutrients mix together and makes a solution. All the nutrients which are in solid form, they are mixed together and makes a solution. And after that they completely mix the soil. That means all the solution, that means all the nutrients in the form of solution, the soil absorbs. Second one is that if the irrigation water dissolve the nutrients present in the soil to form a solution, that means कि जो भी न्यूट्रिएंट्स सॉइल में प्रेजेंट होता है, इरिगेटेड वाटर क्या करता है, उस न्यूट्रिएंट्स को अपने में घुला लेता है, मिक्स कर लेता है, एज अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर्म करता है, और वो सॉल्यूशन, दैट सॉल्यूशन इज absorbed by the root for the development of the plant. That's why the irrigation is important for the production of plants. So I think you will understand why is irrigation is important. What is irrigation? How can we define it? And what are the crop protection? Why is crop protection is necessary? What are the advantages of crop protection? Okay, so we will discuss, actually completely discuss all these points. I think rest of the topic I will discuss in our next class, and please clearly watch the video and write down all the points. That is the necessary points. That are the necessary questions, and that is the necessary point. So please write down all these points on your notebook. And thank you for watching this video, and have a nice day.